Okay, I'm gonna show you how you can manage the admin side of our autodialer. So first, let's go and create a project. Okay, so add a project. Okay, we can actually copy the template or the settings of an existing project. So I'm gonna choose the leads for June and July. Okay, add. Okay, as easy as that, you already have your test project, and I already created the test VM. I'm gonna tell you why I did create that one later. So let's move on to agent. What I'm gonna do is to add a test user. Okay. Alright, once you fill that out, you just have to add and assign to existing project. So click yes. Alrighty, so you just have to choose the project for that particular agent. So we do have the test project. So let's go ahead and hit assign. Okay, as you can see, it is already enabled right here. So what I'm gonna do next is to upload or import leads for that certain project. Let's go to CRM. Might take a while, so let's go ahead and click import. Choose the file. Also have here sample leads from ESD. Those are actually duplicate leads. Since I also have the headings, I'm gonna check that box and then click upload file. Okay, I already have here the headers. These will serve as a guide so I can make sure that I do have the right column. Okay, name, email, time zone, and last purchase date. So after you fill that out, click next. Always the first one since we're calling US leads. Next. Okay, I uploaded Eastern, so I'm gonna change that to Eastern and then hit next. There you go. Well, here you might want to check do not import duplicate leads to avoid calling those leads over and over again. But for me, since I have duplicate leads for that certain test project, I'm gonna uncheck that box. Hit next, and then I'm gonna edit this to test leads and then hit next. Okay, it might take a while to upload. It depends on how huge the file is. So let me go ahead and hit import to make sure to double check. Okay, as I can see here, it is already completed and we successfully added 25 new leads. What I'm gonna do next is to hit assign. Okay, under the option where it asks for, I mean, project you want to import those leads. Of course, I'm gonna look for the test project and then click next. Okay, as you can see, we do have here the 25 leads. It's showing only 10, but you can change this one to show everything, or the 25 leads. Might as well choose 50. Okay, what I'm gonna do right here is to make sure that these are actually good to go. So I'm gonna select all these leads, hit next. Do you want to make assigned leads callable for dialer? Of course, that's why we added those leads, so that we can call. And we're gonna uncheck that. Hit next. Okay, we already assigned these project leads successfully. So what I'm gonna do is to check the project. Okay, let's see. Test project. I'm gonna hit manage so that we can double check if everything is good to go when it comes to assigning those leads. Alright, since we provisioned or added test user to that particular test program, you can see here it is already enabled. You can actually add more agents from here. Just hit assign. So this is actually a test, so I'm gonna leave it that way. Let's go to result codes. This one is important. These are this position after the conversation with customer. Well, we don't need much of this. I'm gonna go over some important things first. So say the customer is not interested. What we're gonna do is try to manage this one. It will show you what will happen after the agent finalize the call with not interested disposition. So it will show there that the attribute is success contact, which means that the agent was able to talk to that customer. If you provision this box under schedule, that simply means that the agent can create or can schedule a call back for that particular customer. So we don't want to do that because the customer is already not interested. What we might want to do is to uncheck this mark for completed and recycle it after a month or 2 months. Well, that will take a lot of computation for me. Bad idea. So what I'm gonna do is to mark completed. Okay. So after you mark completed, just have to highlight those test leads. Alrighty, and then update. Okay. One more thing, if the customer or it is no answer or voicemail, we might want to double check right here. Failure or answering machine. Call back for the call attributes. And then we don't want to do that. Okay. Make sure that this part is unchecked because we want to call back that voicemail. Say we're gonna call voicemail or call back that customer after an hour for 5 times a day. So the interval would be an hour. That will be in 5 hours we're still gonna try to get hold of that certain customer. Okay? Until the disposition is changed to successful or contacted customer. So let me go ahead and update under test leads. Well, those are most of the particular things that we can do. All others are very self-explanatory. Let's move on to lead flow rules. This is actually one of the most important things as well. We want to make sure that we add a rule. Why? Because, say for example, the customer is not interested and we don't have any rule for that. After the agent finalize the call, it would still be under her leads. I'm gonna show you why. Okay, say for example the result or the disposition is not interested. What we're gonna do is to change the event assigned to voicemail 0 second, which means real time. It simply means that after the call, the lead will automatically be transferred to a different project, which is test or voicemail or junks or not interested customers for that certain project. Because if we did not assign it to those projects or the test or voicemail projects, the agent will still, or the auto dialer would still dial for that particular lead and transfer to that agent as well. So we don't want to call back not interested customer, so we're gonna assign it back to a different project and then go ahead and save. Okay, this is also one big help if ever we can sort out reschedule leads, voicemail leads. Well, the thing is, we might need to create a lot of projects for fat loss factor voicemail, fat loss factor reschedule or schedule callbacks, fat loss factor not interested, something like that. So we're gonna create a lot of projects just to make sure we're sorting out each leads that we're trying to call or we already spoke with. Okay, one more thing. General policy that only includes the ability to record all calls. So that's pretty much easy to do. Script, we go over that in the future. Project call flow. Let's check on the app. Okay, I don't know that. Just disregard for the meantime. Well, pretty much basic. I think we're good to go. Those are the most important things that we need to fill out to get started. We do have the agents assigned to particular project. We do have leads assigned to that project. And we already provision those leads to be active under agent's number. Well, let me go ahead and show you one more thing under leads right here. Wow. See? The auto dialer is really acting up. Okay, there you go. These are the dialer leads. Say you want to assign this to a particular agent, which I think I already discussed earlier, so just don't mind me. Let's move on to my call center. Oh my gosh. It's already 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, let me go ahead and make sure that the agent is really good to go. We need to make sure that the test user is assigned to infinite package. Okay, so it should be under or right here. So currently we do have 9, including those test users that I can actually remove later. So those are the basic one. Import leads, create a certain project for that certain campaign, assign it to a particular agent or assign it to that project and let the auto dialer distribute it to whoever is available, and then make sure that it is provisioned for an unlimited package. Lastly, the CRM leads, make sure that you do have the result call, those things that I actually did mention earlier. Those are the things that I've learned in a short period of time, because the video for tutorial or training gave only few things or few tips on how I can navigate more, but I'm actually trying to play a little bit more about it. But I'm sure that it is good to go. I'm actually waiting to change it to predictive dialer. So I guess that's all for me today. Thank you so much. I want to sleep now. Good night, Mark. I'll talk to you later.